A Day on the Mountain by Kevin Kurtz, illustrated by Aaron Hunter. Hiking up a mountain from the forest to the snow, the plants and animals are different the higher up you go. At the base of the mountain, the land is covered with trees. A black bear strides by slowly, then stops to sniff the breeze. Two cubs appear behind her. They stumble and tumble and play. Their mother is always ready to keep a predator away. Keep hiking up the mountain, and it may be hard to see, but a single great gray owl perches in a tree. It looks like it's coughing. A pellet drops from its beak. It's the leftover hair and bones of a vole it ate this week. 1,000 more feet above sea level, on the ground where needles lie, a garter snake is molting. Can you see its cloudy eye? Its skin snags on a twig, and it slowly starts to shed. The snake slithers from its skin. Just look at its shiny head. Keep hiking up the mountain in the branches of a pine. A nutcracker gathers seeds, but it's not today he'll dine. He buries it in the ground, thousands and thousands of seeds. He will remember where they are to meet his winter needs. 1,000 more feet above sea level, near a stream's watery edge, a bachelor herd of rams is grazing on a sedge. A mountain lion approaches. They see it a mile away. The bighorn sheep are wary, but for now they decide to stay. Keep hiking up the mountain. Hummingbirds are in the air. They feed upon the flowers that are everywhere. A hummingbird licks nectar while pollen covers its head. The flowers need these birds to help their pollen spread. 1,000 more feet above sea level, on a rock that weighs a ton, yellow-bellied marmots are basking in the sun. One bolts upright and whistles, warning others to see the eagle soaring above them, then under the rock they flee. Keep hiking up the mountain. Hidden near your feet, a little salamander takes cover from the heat. The young will swim in the stream. When they hatch from her eggs, they'll live underwater until they grow their legs. 1,000 more feet above sea level, the mountain is getting steep, yet mountain goats are up there, higher and higher they leap. On some mountains these goats are natives, on others they don't belong, brought there by people before we knew it was wrong. Keep hiking up the mountain. You see orange, green, and red. A carpet of living lichens makes the rocks seem as soft as a bed. The lichens create the soil as they grow and then decay, that each living thing on the mountain depends on every day. 1,000 more feet above sea level, where the snow covers the ground, tiny insects on the surface bound and jump around. Snow fleas are decomposers. They eat detritus on the snow, and they use spring-loaded tails to jump wherever they go. Hiking up the mountain is like traveling to the pole. The habitats change with the climate, but all are part of a whole. Mountain ecosystems. A plant or animal's habitat is where it lives and can get food. The habitat is part of an ecosystem where many different plants and animals interact. Ecosystems include living and non-living things like soil and water. Ecosystems change with height above sea level, elevation, and the distance from the equator. The climate gets colder and the harsher the higher you climb or the closer you are to the poles. The alpine or tundra ecosystems are treeless areas high in the mountains or in the polar regions. Because of the strong winds and cold temperatures, both ecosystems are snow or ice covered, with low-growing lichens, mosses, and stunted shrubs. Plants and animals living in these areas are well adapted to cold, harsh climates. Trees cannot survive here. The line where the trees stop growing is called the tree line. Sub-Alpine ecosystems are mountain ecosystems found below the tree line, including both boreal forests and grassy meadows. The ecosystem is similar to the forests in the subarctic. Sub means under, beneath, less than, as in subtraction. The subalpine climate is still cold, but not as harsh as the alpine or tundra climates. The wind, especially at the tree line, is still a strong force, causing some trees to bend into strange shapes, or have leaves only on one side, the side away from the wind. The conifer trees that grow here keep their needle-like leaves year-round and drop pine cones. Winters are long and harsh with a very short summer growing season. The lower elevation mountain ecosystems depend on where in the world they are. They might be deserts, river valleys, meadows, or forests. There are snow-capped mountains close to the equator that have tropical rainforests at lower elevations. The end.